Hey guys, I'm picking up where we left off in class yesterday with the cow catcher, and I apologize at the beginning here if the audio is not great, but I've got the wrong headset at home that normally does a good job with picking up the audio. So bear with me. Um, I'm going to kind of undo this real quick and get back to it, but just to remind you, this is where we left off at the end of second bell. In third bell, I think we were maybe just one step ahead of this, so you may be able to zoom forward a little bit. But we're going to bring on these three standard orthographic projections of the cow catcher, okay? And then our goal is going to be able to look at this face orthographically. So I'm going to walk through those steps, and you can always hit pause, etc. So let me just kind of delete all this. Okay, so I'm going to bring on a base view. Okay, our scale is 1 to 1. And before I do projections, I need to get my base view the way I wanted it. And I wanted the cow catcher pointing to the right. Okay, and you want to do this exactly as me so it's easier to follow. So we've got that set as the base view, and now I'll project. I'm going to go to the left. That gives me the back where I can see those tabs. I'm going to go up. That gives me a top view. I'll go up and right diagonally to get my isometric, and I'll say OK. The isometric I'm going to shade by hitting this button right here. I'm going to hit the little light bulb so the view label turns on, and I'll just label it cow catcher. It'll also then allow me to see the scale. Hit OK. I notice that I have all these dashed lines. Those are the hidden lines. Remember, the interior's been shelled out, and I'd like to turn those off. The top and back views match the formatting of my base view. So if I turn it off in the base view by right-clicking on the view, choosing Edit View, and right here, choosing Hidden Lines Remove button, I'll get the hidden lines to go in, all of them. Okay, so now our goal is to look at this face, this angled surface, orthographically. Because it's at a compound angle, it's going to take two auxiliary views, creating one auxiliary view and then taking a second of the auxiliary. So my first auxiliary view is going to be up at the top, and it's going to reference this edge. My second auxiliary view is going to reference the first auxiliary view that we create, and we'll reference that edge. These two edges are kind of intersecting lines that are both on the plane that I'd look at orthographically. I'm going to choose auxiliary view of the top, and I'll reference this edge. I'm going to pull it diagonally down and left. Now that's not where I want to keep it. I'm going to change a few things. I'm going to right click on the view. To do that, I'm getting that red dotted border. That's how I know I'm selecting it, as opposed to clicking in the white or clicking on actual parts of the view. So I click here, I go Edit View. I do want the view label turned on. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to come over here to the third tab, Display Options, and I'm going to uncheck Align to Base. That will automatically put the definition in base view. That gives me the freedom to move this view to a different location on the paper. Okay, and also the definition allows me to kind of see which view it was created from and which angle I'm looking at. Now this view wasn't really needed other than it's a step on the way to where I really want to get to. But this is not a view that I really actually cared for. So I could even later hide it if I want to. So now we're going to make an auxiliary of this. And the edge that we're going to reference is this edge. And just so you know where that's at, it's on the cow catcher, it's this edge. This edge right here is this edge. Okay, that edge is this one, which is not part of the face. So I'm wanting to make sure I choose an edge that is also part of the face that I'm trying to look at orthographically. So we're basically going to repeat the same process we just did. Choose auxiliary view, choose the view which we're going to reference, which is now this auxiliary, and then choose a reference edge, this one. Now, you can pull in different directions, but hopefully you could even determine which one's the one I want. I'm trying to look at that face orthographically right there. So in my picture, it's the blue, it's got the blue inset. So in this direction, it's kind of down and right, I'm going to click to create the view. Now, I'm going to edit the view again to turn the label on, and in display options to unalign it from the base and show the definition of base view. That allows me to kind of bring it down here. And the last thing I'm going to do with this view is I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. This is the view that I was actually after. And I would prefer if I could just rotate it so that this edge and that edge, kind of if you think of the trapezoid, they're horizontal. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose in this gray menu, rotate. And the default settings are actually saying if I choose an edge that I want to become horizontal, it'll help me rotate to achieve that. So I'm going to reference an edge that I want to be horizontal, which would be this one. Now it kind of flipped it around, but I have this option right here, and this will rotate 180 degrees. There you go. Okay. I have one last drawing or view I want to put on this drawing page, and that is that I would like to understand the depth of the cut of this trapezoid. And I'm not going to be able to see that without doing a section view, kind of slicing this and then looking at that. So our last thing is going to be to create a section view. So choose section of this auxiliary. And then I'm going to slice vertically right through the cow catcher so that I'm going through this inset, that trapezoid. So I'm going to click above, make a vertical line through, click below. That's it. That's my cut. I'm going to right click and say continue. And I'm going to pull this over to the right hand side. That section view, by slicing it, allows me to see right here, and this will be dimensioned to show the depth of that cut. Okay, but this little space right here is when I sliced, there was no material here, right? You can see that the material that actually got cut is where the diagonal lines are. So this is the recess. All right, you've now created all the views, and we're going to go add another drawing page now. New sheet. I won't make you watch that, but this one's going to be the smokestack. So if you look at my PDF, hopefully you can download this and follow along. I actually have extra views than I need. I'm able to dimension everything I want to understand the part with less than the views I've given, but part of this was to practice and kind of show off our views. So the standard orthographic views I brought on was this view, kind of the side profile, and then a top view. These were both used then to create section views, one to create a full section and one to create a half section. And then my isometric. So my first will be placing these two orthographics and the ISO. Then we'll come back and create our sections. So base view, let's see, of the smokestack. I've modeled it in a couple ways, but they're identical. There you go. So there's my two standard orthographics, my ISO. I'll go ahead and shade the isometric and turn the view label on and just label it by name, smokestack. I'm going to turn hidden lines off as I don't really need them if I'm taking the time to create the section views. I'll be able to see and understand the interior features. So I'll edit view. That was the first view I created. That's my base. So if I turn off the hidden lines here, they should turn off here as well. Okay. Now we'll start with the full section view. I would like to go right through the middle, First, I'm choosing this as the view. Inventor says pick a view that you're going to section. It's going to be this view. Now I want to make sure I align to the middle. So I kind of hover and look for that green dot to find the middle and go straight above it. That dotted line lets me know I'm in line with the middle. I click here to start my cut and go all the way through the part to the other side, and I click again. Okay, and that's it. I've defined 2 endpoints, and that's all I need, are just one line segment with 2 endpoints. I right click and say continue, and then I will get a full section view. So I've sliced all the way through the part, removing everything on the right. Everything behind the arrows has been removed, and I'm looking back in that direction. Slicing an object in half creates a full section view. So I've basically removed half of the part. The other view here, this is a half section. So I basically have to cut out a quarter of the part. So it's more of a wedge. Now in this case, everything that's behind the arrows gets removed. So I kind of got a little advanced here, is that I really could have just done 1, 2, 3 clicks and stopped and had this kind of elbow. But I made a 4th click coming up here. That made everything behind this line also be removed, so that I have a half section where the other half that's kind of not sectioned is invisible. Okay, so you can play around with that. How about I show, like, I could have gone here, really it would have been like this. Say continue. If I go in this direction, you'd see that what's behind the arrow is going to get removed, which is here, but the top part doesn't get removed. And so I've got half sectioned, but I'm still seeing the exterior or outside of the other half. And what I was hoping for, just to bring my dimensions in closer and really focus in on those interior features, was the non-sectioned side to not even be visible. So you can see the manner in which I did it. I went here, 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 and here. All of this, basically, I'm removing 3/4 of the part. All of this gets removed. I'm looking in this direction. So it's right along this cutting plane that I can actually see material. When I'm standing over here looking back, all this is removed, and I'm going to be seeing this face. Okay, that edge would represent a face below it that I can see, and it's a cut face. So I'm going to undo, and then I'll start again. I'm going to make sure I'm aligned to the center, but starting down here. So this will be my first click. 1, 2, 3, and I want to go far enough up that this is, horizontally speaking, I'm past this edge. If not, I'll still see the tip of that part. So I want to get past the top of that. And then I'll right click and continue and pull over here. And I get a very much a true half section view. I'm only seeing half of the part and it's sectioned. Okay, so there you go. At this point, I do have more drawing pages that have been set up, but I'm going to ask you to go ahead and kind of shift your focus from maybe creating views and use the rest of the time today to go back and start dimensioning. Okay, you have this PDF that you can download and use to think through trying to dimension all the features. Now, you can quiz yourself and see if you can, think through all the things that would be needed to be dimensioned and then compare how you did to what I have, or you can just use this more as a guide. But kind of challenge yourself a little bit, try to get yourself to get stretched. But at the same time, we want to be on a pace that this isn't going to take 5 days. So do what you need to feel like you're kind of stretching, growing, learning, but trying to get through it too. So find that balance for yourself. Okay, I hope this is enough to challenge you and keep you busy today with the sub. And I really appreciate any good behavior, positive attitudes that you guys have, all the subs there, and I look forward to seeing you guys Friday.